Hey. Hey. Welcome back, everyone. And today I'm going to be your host, and I'm Double S. The week has been long. A lot has happened in this week, but finally we have closed it off with everything. And Banagi, tomorrow is Monday. But I'm fine, and this is Great Minds Podcast. And we are happy and glad to have you here. And let me give a chance to my fellow podcasters to say a few remarks and introduce themselves to you. Off to you, JW.
Yes, thank you very much, our listeners and our viewers. I know today we are beginning with the drum roll, so
it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, I mean, everyone comes with his unique way of doing things. So make sure we give you what we think is good for you for the case of football and, of course, for some tech. And I'll do my best to stick within the lines of our podcast. Over to you, NL.
NL here, as always, the biggest Arsenal fan. And yeah, this is going to be a good one. Decisions were made, consequences were considered, but we move on.
Yeah.
Why are you facing consequences?
Happiness is free.
Of course.
Exactly. Our slogan.
Always remember to be happy.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be sad. I mean, there are people in the hospital.
And it's free.
And you're alive and healthy. So why are you not happy? Whether you check what tomorrow is another day. But again, starting off with our program, we shall be starting off with our teams, how we performed. And for me, that is where the drum roll comes in.
Okay.
But there is a but.
There is no but. Always remember to be bold. And I will emphasize this. I don't know if I'm emphasizing it enough. Always remember to be bold. I mean, that's what life is about. Take the risk and see what happens. And this time round, I took the risk. I used my wild card in game week 6. And I know you are judging. It's too early. But I mean, it has worked for me because I think without this wild card, my results would have been devastating. Mm-hmm. Because I have one player that I brought in, and he has done wonders for me, none other than Erling Braut Haaland.
So you managed to accept and follow our podcast.
But there are some people whose team is just depending on him. On him and solely him.
I see you're trying to point fingers.
So what did Haaland do for you in this game week?
I mean, Haaland did great things.
Yes.
I think I'm going to buy a poster of him and then put it somewhere in my room. And because he saved my game week. Yeah. I think without him, my team would have been very, very bad. Because other than him, I have only 2 players who gave me points.
Oh, okay.
That is higher than 2. Only 2. And that is Mokile from Sunderland. Now imagine a Sunderland player.
Yeah.
Yet I have Cunha from Manchester United giving me 2. And Semenyo. But Haaland managed to score 2 goals and an assist. So I think he got the highest points in this game week.
Yeah.
So off to you, JW. How was your game week?
So when you look at still my game week, first I was disappointed. I have a defender that gave me a -2. I don't know. I know the last time I experienced that.
Oh man.
But all the goals that he scored in his own net, I mean, they are clinical goals. I mean, they were not intended at all. But all in all, at least I have Senesi and Lodon that covered up his gap. I mean, to get a 7 from each one of them. And of course, when you look at my midfield is off. I don't know what is happening to the midfield, but yeah, maybe somehow. But when you look at now my striking line again, the usual guy, the usual culprit, Haaland, scoring 32 for me, being my captain. I mean, that's where I managed to score 62. So in other words, it started with Steve being more of like down, but I ended up, making up to 62 and making me keep my position within our league. And I would say I'm actually happy with his performance, and I'm actually happy with my team. Over to you, NL.
That game week wasn't nice. It wasn't. Our glory boy is Steve.
2 own goals
2 on goals.
and managed to concede 5 goals.
It wasn't a good week for him. But our boys, the Arsenals, did it. My key star player, I always told you, by Gabriel, you want Timber. So
By the
he
way, I
did
don't know
score
why.
a winner, and he got a good 13 points. That was lovely. And the rest of my team just wasn't good. For a person who doesn't have Haaland, that game week was just not for you, and I was below average.
So are you surprised that some people managed to bring in Haaland? I mean, if you check in our league, you will notice that very many people had actually to bring in Haaland.
It's because
And even across the globe, people had to bring him in.
because things were getting terrible. The man is giving people 25, 30.
And
One
in our
player.
previous podcast, I remember us saying that Haaland had become a must-have. So how do we talk about
Not
something
until you have him and he blanks. But it's better to blank with 6 million others.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is all about winning. NL, do you remember that picture you sent me one time? That people in the rear view mirror are actually closer than you think.
Objects may appear distant, but they're closer than they appear.
So what's your point? Did you shift anyone's position to
Of course.
within
Now-
the team, within our league?
With the NL now he knows. I've grabbed his shirt. And I'm yanking him backwards. So okay, that has been how our teams are performed, and now we shall be looking at the results of that game week. I mean, this has been a game week full of wonders. Okay, not wonders. I don't know even how to say this, but I think Omuyindi Agagawadde.
What makes you say that?
For starters, Manchester United.
What happened?
No. We clearly established that here on this podcast.
Yeah.
That
what?
Man U
Yes.
is not a team
We are surprised.
Exactly.
Yeah. So don't say that Omindi Yakwe because Man U lost.
In
That
fact,
is
he
usual.
made a loss.
This is Manchester United.
It is usual actually. If Man U had won, Omindi and Ibadi Yakubi.
No.
Yes.
Just about Bawa
No.
So, but-
Manchester United.
Yes.
And Manchester United lost 3-1. And in that game, we saw promising talent. Someone to scout and see if he's eligible for our teams. And this guy is Thiago.
Yes.
This guy managed to score 2 goals.
I thought he was going to say it's Bruno Fernandes. Podcast in Jumureke.
So what happened to Thiago?
Captain Fantastic has always been a phenomenon. I mean, Thiago managed to score 2 goals. And the first goal, okay, I won't blame the defenders. I mean, Maguire was setting an offside trap. And then turns out the guy wasn't offside, and you can't recover from that. By the time and it was a good finish.
I mean, yes, the match, the goal was a stunner, but where was the goalkeeper?
I mean,
From the moment the guy made the run literally in an offside position, where was the goalkeeper?
and I can't blame the goalkeeper as well. We saw when Sanchez came out what happened.
So what happens? Couldn't
Red
he?
card.
Couldn't he? No, we don't mean it. Let him come and tackle the man, right? We mean because if your defender is following on the striker, I mean your role is as a goalkeeper not to go backwards.
Yes.
You because the other man is focuses literally on the ball. You're supposed to come. Remember, every time you come closer, the goal shrinks
Yes.
to the eyes of a striker. But what happened? The man thought he could swear in the entire goal, and then before you knew it, there was a stunner going through him.
But we've seen some good finishes from very smart finishers. And if the keeper comes out, when the person who has the ball has some good head, he won't shoot the ball. He's going to dodge the keeper.
Me personally, I was disappointed because Thiago is not someone who is a regular.
Yes.
He's more of like a one-hit wonder. Would we have any one-hit wonder these days within our local musicians?
Very many. But
So I mean, Thiago is not someone who usually scores goals, and I wouldn't agree with the double saying that we need to to make him a must-have.
No, it's not a must-have, but you should put him on the scouting list.
Yeah, you can
He
put
showed
him on
potential.
the scouting list. It was just luck for him. I mean, I still strongly believe that in that game, Man U, they were not badly off. They did what any other person can do. It's just that the goals were not coming through.
No, the first 2 goals, yes, but the third goal, no.
The one in the injury time.
Yes.
Yeah, but now when you look at the goal that Sesko scored, that was a very funny goal. One man made like 3 shots, right?
Yes.
I mean, is there any change? Do we see an improvement in that guy, or still is luck?
I think he still needs
Or
to
is a
be
must-have?
observed. Not yet. Not yet. No Manchester United player should be a must-have for anyone. They should be like try and error.
And our star Mbeumo.
Okay, those are very good players, by the way, with Cunha. But I mean,
I don't know why I have a feeling Mbeumo is becoming bigger and bigger every time I'm seeing him.
like size-wise.
Yes, I don't understand. And for some reason, the man is now literally can't afford himself to run. He seems to be heavy, and it wasn't like that when he was in Bedford.
And because, as you see now, the other one was a community team. This is Manchester United. You get the money.
You feel the money.
Hey,
And
you have to show that money that you're getting the money.
And you lose the football. You feel the man and lose the football.
I think that's the problem.
Hamazi
Too much money.
Hamazi Gakaunga these days Niwaga now.
Yeah, so NL, we did watch the Chelsea game, and you were saying that for Manchester United, it's no surprise when they lose.
That's true.
What happened for Chelsea?
As I said from the start, just because they won the club World Cup doesn't mean they are the best.
So for you, still
It was by luck.
NL, Chelsea scored first,
Yes.
got a red card. Issues started happening. And keep in mind, the best footballer in the world, according to me, okay, wasn't in that team.
Another growing injury.
Exactly. You get, so you wouldn't say it's Chelsea is still Chelsea. They are still good.
No, but I don't think we should put the whole team on the shoulders of one man.
They are playing Liverpool in their upcoming game.
And I'm sensing
by the
trouble.
All
Trouble
the
for what?
games.
For Liverpool, for Chelsea.
For Chelsea.
For Chelsea, it is okay. But still, I don't
So
know.
for you, still believe that it's luck, eh?
It is luck.
By the way, for me, I feel like Liverpool this season is not on form. They are winning, but barely. And as we see in our next match, they lost to Crystal Palace, JW. What did you see in that game? Because for me, I thought it was a draw.
No. Did you see how Crystal Palace played?
Yes.
In fact, Crystal Palace losing that game would totally be an abomination.
Even a draw.
And we noticed in that game, Salah did the handball.
Yes.
Did the handball. It
But
was clear.
we just let it slide.
It was clear. It's a sign which shows you. Someone was saying earlier that maybe sometimes these trophies are actually bought. What if again they are trying to make Liverpool win the trophy again? Maybe it was a clear handball.
Yes.
A very clear handball, but surprisingly it was let go. But you see, if you check how Crystal Palace played in the first half, the number of shots they hammered, I mean, that Alisson guy is, I would say, is a good goalkeeper.
Yes,
he
he is.
made a lot of saves in that game. Now, second half comes in, and then before you knew it, these guys are equalizing. Okay, but now, as usual, given the fact that Arsenal is always everywhere. And usually, very well that it's where literally Koa comes from.
The creme de la creme.
Exactly. So you saw what happened. Our Arsenal man
Off the bench.
hammers
Knows
the
what to
guys
do.
exactly. That this
should
guy was tacking in Mateta.
He didn't hit a post.
He did hit a post, but where is he? It's similar to Joe Pedro. He's supposed to be in the center box to score, but you find the guys in the center and the legs. But Nketiah came and then showed them how they are supposed to do it.
And by the way, Joao Pedro has been blanking lately.
Yes. And you need to notice that Liverpool tested its own medicine. They have always been winning that time. Now, for this time, it happened to them. And I'm glad it was a serious nail. Very serious one, which is the longest name.
By a former Ghana?
By a former Ghana. In fact, I even have a feeling that maybe Arteta should recall the guy back. I mean, that was a star performance.
But the thing with
Spectacular.
Eddie Nketiah, it's like all the team he goes in, he's not a starter. I feel like he's a very great player, but he's just not given enough playtime.
It could be a yes or no. I mean, yes, he scored a stunner, okay? But when he's playing, he's more of like our guy, Jackson.
Yes.
Like, there's something lacking from them. Like,
Nobody's like Jackson. Jackson.
So basically,
By the way, Jackson used to be my regular. I don't know why you guys are talking about it.
So I mean, yes, he has his own issues, but basically, Crystal Palace winning that game, they really, really deserve that game.
Yeah, they deserve.
And no Liverpool fans should come out and claim that they were literally out passes, crosses, actually possession, everything. They were really outplayed.
Yes.
And to me, they did deserve. And mark my words, you'll be shocked. Earlier you were saying that you suspect Chelsea losing again. But mark my words, you'll be surprised. Chelsea is likely to hammer Liverpool. Seriously.
Highly undoubtful. With Mo Salah.
They had Salah.
With Mo Salah.
How many points has he given you in the last 3 weeks?
It's just been a bad day at office.
3 weeks?
What do you mean bad day in office? For 6 game weeks?
Yes.
6 game weeks?
Rumors say he's been fasting.
We need to get source to that information.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's talk about this briefly. I know it's not a big match, but Aston Villa against Fulham. Aston Villa winning 3-1 with Watkins scoring a goal and an assist. What do you think? Is the guy back?
No.
I mean, when I looked at the goal that Watkins scored, to me it's more of like a clear goal. Anyone can score that goal. Yeah. I mean, just throw it, kick the ball to the literal and empty net. So I don't think he's back, and I don't know, for some reason. Maybe I would use that one. He's back. Maybe we need to watch him for the next 2 game weeks.
Game weeks, eh?
Yeah, yes, and then we see if he's really the Watkins that we know.
I feel like they should be 3
game weeks.
3 game weeks.
Because I think next game week, but one day 2 weeks for international break.
Yeah.
So you think by that time we would be somewhere?
Probably. Let's see if he
Do you think he's going to play at England?
Yeah, he is a starter.
Or did they invite him? Or the selections have not yet been made?
They have. I don't think they have been made yet.
Okay.
I think they are still confirming. There's a draft. And then it's
But
confirmed
no,
afterwards.
there is a draft and there is a list of people who
Yeah,
are
of course.
on
And
tenure,
he's among.
Yeah.
including Maguire.
Oh,
People like Maguire, Bukayo Saka.
Yes.
you just like Maguire.
On tenure.
And then another brief about for Man City and Burnley. You know what? You saw what happened.
Yeah, very happy
It
about
was a
Man
small
City.
team. They were at Emirates.
And I want to say this, NL, starting from today onwards, you put your trust and faith in me.
How?
I told you buy Haaland, and the guy was like, no, the guy is going to black. How
yes.
do you know? From today onwards.
But again, if you look in that game, Haaland scored literally in the dying minutes.
Basically, when Burnley had already given up.
Plus even receiving a gift. I think the second last goal.
They collided. The two defenders collided when they were heading the
yes.
ball, and then they put it behind them, and then he was just standing there. And it was a free
You
goal.
get. So yes, but I mean, a striker is a striker.
He has always been good at finishing.
You always say mwenda.
By the way, once Haaland looks at the goal, we count.
Exactly. Which is different from Mateta. I don't know why he keeps on tacking.
But
Useless tacking. He turned into a blocker.
We use actually think Jackson, but sources say that Jackson, upon his going to pursue football,
and
so
Bayern Munich.
His parents told him not to, and he insisted. and he went. I think it's why he's just that bad. He has a curse.
There's no curse. I mean, if you're not appreciated, the guy was being benched.
Yeah,
You look for greener pastures.
What do you mean by he was being benched?
Because now they have Joao Pedro,
Uh-huh.
and they were playing all the games in the preseason, and Jackson didn't play any.
He was given a lot of play
And they
time
had
the
Liam
previous
Delap.
season.
Liam Delap
Do
and
you
Joao
remember
Pedro.
that Haaland at one moment in time never left your team, your fantasy team?
Yes.
He was a starter.
Yes, he was.
So when he was a starter, how many goals did he score?
I mean, Haaland has always scored goals.
Jackson.
Jackson. By the way,
Yes.
Jackson used to give me points. He was my regular.
Yeah, so
At one time, he gave me 15
so
points.
the point here is not play time. Is bad.
He's bad.
The guy is bad.
What do you mean he's bad? The guy
Paul
was hitting
terrible.
Palmer would give him so many opportunities.
Yes.
So many.
was
Do you remember at
giving
one moment
points.
even defended? You remember?
Exactly.
Cole Palmer was scoring and the man was there to defend the
Jackson
goal.
was getting points because Palmer would give him about 8 chances in a game.
Exactly.
What is happening to the other players? Why weren't the other players getting the chances?
No, they are not as many.
The
As-
Maduekes.
As
Madueke shined in one game week. And by the way, now he's at Arsenal. But
And I'm told he's injured already.
you see.
Yeah, so I'm told he's
What a
injured,
loss.
So,
So,
but as usual,
But,
yes,
hey,
the
but investment.
leftovers usually go to the usual club.
okay, now for the other game and this, let's have a brief talk about this. What is happening to Nottingham Forest? Last season, these guys were Champions League contenders.
Yeah.
What is happening this season? And they have a new coach, Postecoglou from Chelsea, from Spurs.
Now again that Postecoglou or something. Why don't you take a break?
But like, money is money.
Take a break. The man was being hammered in Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes.
He was seriously being hammered. Likely enough, he hammered his usual losers in the UEFA Conference League. Champions League.
I think we need to create rules in this
And
podcast where whenever you talk about Manchester United, you pay fine.
But did you win?
No, we didn't win.
Did you win? Why are you not playing Champions League?
Next season, we are still building
exactly.
our team.
But now the man, he didn't even take a small break. And that guy for the boss, I think, for Nottingham Forest is also funny. The man just made one blunder, fired the man, and guess what happened now?
Now they have Postecoglou.
Exactly. Now, and he's being hammered. So the team as a team may not be a problem.
Yes.
Now, for Nottingham Forest, maybe because they have Elanga left, there's a gentleman who used to do long throws.
Yes.
And them also left, and you've seen how long throws are becoming a hit, especially in this season.
Yes.
And who else? But most of the other players are there. There is the Iwobi.
Yeah,
And then I don't know what happened to Wood.
I had him once in my
They
team. I
are,
saw the guy.
they are usually like, either they are demotivated or they are tired or they are trying to prove to the owners that you don't just change coaches like that. So basically, me, I have no issues with the players. It's just the management and that coach that doesn't want to relax and chill for at least for a month. Then you come back to coach accordingly.
How will he get money for Pampers? For milk?
But again,
Which Pampers? The money is old.
money is money. And Matia Kasaija, no matter how bad the budget is,
Money is coming.
money is
Money is
coming. Speaking of one-hit wonders, what do you guys think of Richardson? I brought the guy in my team, and they made a 1-1 draw against Wolves.
He
Should
is a
we
one-hit
sell?
wonder. I
He's
feel
a
like
one-hit
he's a
wonder.
person you should not have in your team unless he is just affordable.
But you remember when that guy was in Everton?
Oh, yes.
He was actually making something, and he was passionate. But I don't understand. Even personally, I put him in my team, and I'm extremely disappointed. First and foremost, he's being benched. Then when he comes to play, he's just someone who's just came there to make runs.
You get
Maybe to add on his status that was the person who ran fast in the how many kilometers within the pitch. Is a flop. Is a one-hit wonder.
He should not be
we should
bought.
sell.
Sell. Don't even think twice.
In fact, on loan if possible.
And by the way, we are going to start a new segment in our podcast where we talk about a player and then we say sell or keep and then we vote.
That's interesting.
If you're to sample that now and then you're looking at Richardson, sell or keep, sell, and I don't have any reason. Man is just a one-hit wonder.
And going to the final game on Sunday, and that was Newcastle against Arsenal. And to be honest, I thought Arsenal was going to get hammered.
You see, Pickford. Nick Pope.
Pope made some good saves.
But at the same time, it's a root cause for the goals. When they started relaxing now a bit, you remember the corner?
Yes.
Detroit came
the
from
guy
him.
was not anywhere near the ball, and then he had gone to punch it.
Exactly.
Why would you move out of your goal if you're not going to punch the ball?
Exactly. So again, and Arsenal proved to be a strong team actually.
Yes.
Arsenal is a strong team, and one thing that you're not seeing from Arsenal now is that they don't give up. Whether it is 80 or 90 or 50, it is still the same team that you see throughout.
Yes.
And that's why they managed to squeeze Newcastle to get a winner.
Yes.
So I believe Arsenal is a serious team this season.
Yes.
And you'll be shocked. The Champions League could be in our docket soon.
Enel was recommending Gabriel.
Yeah.
I think Gabriel is a very good pick.
He is an interesting one. And you saw how he caused the first goal. Yes, and he really fought so hard to make the ends meet to try and to correct his wrongs, and he did.
So for me, I think I'm going to stick to Timber. I don't know why, but Gabriel is good in set pieces. I like players who go forward.
But
for me, I like defenders who go forward.
In set pieces.
Oh, okay. And the final game of the week, it was Everton against West Ham, and I was really counting on this clean sheet. Somehow, somewhere, they got equalized. I don't know how. And I was watching the game, but Bowen managed to score an equalizer.
Yeah, in the 65th minute.
And not somewhere, somehow, not understanding things. Speaking of things that are complicated, have you guys seen our local league format? Like the Azam Premier League new format?
Yeah, but it's terrible. It's very terrible.
I read through the rules and how the things should work out, and the thing is just funny. I don't know where. Who's that guy? Magogo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's the president, and for your information, that man has 3 vice presidents.
Wow.
Wasteful.
That
Very
is
wasteful.
money spent. And
I
that
don't know
is
why our
tax
president
money.
has not yet seen that.
Is
Last
it
time I
our
was
tax
complaining
money?
about HR. This is the right time to talk about
Yes.
someone having 3 VPs. For
No.
what purpose?
Have you seen how HRs are useless? Now, how do you hire 3 vice presidents?
And they are all feeding on the football money.
Our tax money?
You were telling us about the new league.
Yeah, the new league format, I think it's going to be in groups now. The thing is just funny. Since our league has 16 teams, so these 16 teams are going to be divided into 8, and 2 groups are going to be bid, and each is going to have 8 teams, and then these guys are going to play against each other
in the
for the
group
first
8.
round. For the first round, and there is only one game. Like there's no home and away. No, one game each, and then after that, the top 3 of each group, they're going to create a new group now called Group 3. Now, the ones who are the top 3 in each group, they are going to be put into that group and they contest for the trophy. Now, the remaining ones are going to be put in another group.
So, is that all? That's how it is?
Auntie, the ones that are going to be put in the other group 4, they are going to be fighting for relegation. This thing is just funny.
Let me ask one simple question. Where has that been sampled?
Nowhere. We have never seen that anywhere.
So, I mean, it could try that. Don't we have lower leagues?
Hey, we have. And by the way, the lower leagues, we have Azam Premier League, that is the Super League, and then we have Big League next below it, and now the regional.
Yes.
Your regional used to be per each regions. Team would come from different regions, and then they will play playoffs, and then we see who advances to the big league. But now it has been made one league.
So I just want to ask something small. We need to look into the qualifications to become a FIFA president. For qualification, I'm specifically meaning books. Yes, seriously.
As long as he scored good marks in PE.
Because I have a feeling whoever is putting up that, they are incompetent.
Yes.
Where is the demo for that? Where have they somebody? Because if they had somebody at least in the
lower leagues.
In the lower leagues, and then we see how it plays out.
Yes.
You don't just wake up and boom and then throw something like that. No, doesn't work.
I feel like they are trying to show that they are in office working. But yet, before I go so far, where is the Masaza League? Which league is it below? Is it
No.
Masaza.
Masaza is a completely different tournament.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like
It is for Uganda.
Oh, I see.
What's your point? Why are you asking about Masaza?
Because he didn't when he was listing the
okay.
order of the groups, I didn't hear it.
No, Masaza is Uganda nebyayo. Yes. That's why you hear Budu, you hear Chaze, and Zit Budu, Singo. Yes. So Buganda is Buganda. Do other cultural institutions, do they participate in that league?
No. It's only for Uganda. Though the Basogas also have theirs.
Oh, they also have their league.
Yeah, I think also over there actually there are some northern trade that also has theirs. The northerners also have theirs.
So this league, I don't know, I'm confused, and I've seen very many people talking about this league, and I've not seen any one person that comes out to support this particular league. So it makes me wonder, was this guy alone in the meeting? Did he make his decision alone?
Again,
or maybe he think this is also the same way things are supposed to be done.
My thinking is, it is the same reason why the same president has governed us for 40 years.
Explain.
No, because
let the record show that I'm not in the studio.
I mean, this is what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say. You have nothing to do about it. You don't have the funds or the power.
To what?
To say no.
Say no to what?
No, now, let's give an example. You have your own team. It has been thriving in the lower leagues, and it advances to the big league, to the Super League. And then, this is your first time in the Super League. You've never been there. You're all excited. You're like, we are going to play, and we are going to be seen. And then, something like that comes. Do you think you have the power or the funds to say no to such a league, to such a format?
If you're a man of principles like me, I would say no.
But then...
Yes, I mean, it doesn't matter. That you see, the issue here is getting... Now, for example, the team that you're giving is, as an example, is excitement.
Yes.
Look at the facts. Where are you going? The people who are there, what are they saying? There's no need for me to throw me in fire because, oh my God, I've qualified to come and play. You get? So principles have to remain principles. If the FIFA president decided to make his own league, I don't know, why can't he get the teams? Or maybe he has 16 teams of his own, and then he play that. And then he makes his own league that no one cares about.
Other than that, the same reason why Postecoglou went to Nottingham Forest, this is all about the money and the fame. And for some teams, it is a dream come true for them to be in that league.
So are you saying Magogo is there for money?
Of course.
Everyone is.
Yes.
So where is the passionate for football?
It isn't.
It is nowhere to be seen.
So the rumor I have, and I think it will also come into in our next podcast, that some clubs have actually done what? They are refusing that particular league format.
So far,
yes,
some of the teams, they are saying no to this.
So and
this new format.
It is terrible. It is really, really terrible. I do not want to praise the Englishmen, but I feel like the Premier League format is the best
because they should change it from a league to a tournament.
Exactly.
What they have made is like we are playing like the format is like that one of Champions League.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. So and in a few discussion that I had talking about him is like they want to put out a product that is buyable, that we as the end users can appreciate and then fill up those stadiums and the likes. I mean, I don't know if he thinks. I don't know, maybe when he's doing his things, maybe, and sometimes I said, he's a Muslim, right? But he's supposed to be sober, right?
But
I mean, at no moment that he ceases to be sober, unless otherwise.
But as I've said, it's all about the money. And remember, we hosted Chan. I think that excitement made him think that he would bring on anything and we would go and see the games like we used to watch Chan. So I think he's making everything he can to keep up that hype.
But the other thing that I want you to note is that you notice one thing. Me, and I'm speaking specifically, me going to watch Uganda Cranes, I'm not going there to watch anyone.
Yes.
No. I'm going there for the love and good of the country.
Yes.
Let everyone get to know that. I don't go there to watch ANL or to watch the... No. I go there because I want my team to thrive.
Yes.
That's the reason. That's why I go there.
Whether you brought pros, whether you brought farmers.
I mean, we watched Chan.
Yes.
Where people were staggering.
Yes. But we still went for each and every game.
Exactly, went there for each and every game. Now, when the pros came, when we were watching the World Cup 45, we still went there?
Yeah, we still went.
So it shows that we're not going there because, oh my God, no. We are going there to have fun and for the love and the good of the what? Of the country.
Of the country.
We are patriotic to Uganda.
But then, I said the same thing. The ones who are playing and the ones who are managing them, none of them is doing it for the glory of the country. We remember, what AFCON was it? They refused to go for training because they want money.
Yes.
Did you go there for money or to represent our country?
But to add on that issue of money, I'm told that these days in his regime, the players are being paid well.
Then they receive the president said they should receive close to 1 million.
They received 2.4.
No.
2.4
billion for the Chan games.
They actually, it broke it down to me. For every time they were in the camp, they were getting each 100 USD.
Each player?
Yeah. Per day, that was just an allowance, and they were there for 30 days. Every match they won, each was getting 2,500.
And that is not inclusive of the 100 USD.
And then
for being in the camp.
Yes, and then they also had bonus per match, which was
each player right now would have a Range Rover.
But again, you see, you guys are saying money. I know there are clubs out there that, maybe presidents or something like that, that you need to first make sure that your country is on point. I don't know why you're saying money here. Maybe this is why this FIFA president is doing what he's doing. And for surprisingly, I'm told that FIFA issues money to literally all clubs, and the money they give England for football is the same money they give to Uganda. Are you aware of that?
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
And you know very well that in football, we are not supposed to have central government intervening. Do you know that?
The same money that is given to Arsenal is given to Vipers. Is that what
No. We're talking about the FIFA as an entity.
Yes.
Nation-wise.
Yes.
Nation-wise. The money that is paid to Arsenal is paid by your local federation. But your local federation is given money by FIFA.
Yes.
Okay.
So the money that is given to the Premier League is the same money that is given to Azam here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you realize that for them, the winner in our league, I don't know how you call it, gets 60 million.
Gets 60 M.
And the news that I had from the president for Vipers, I think, up to now they have never given him that money.
He hasn't received his money.
Wow.
And now, on top of that, they're even bringing in a new format.
Yes. So basically, you know that man one time made a statement that Uganda Queens plays shitty football.
Magogo.
Hey, but yes, but now what if he is actually implementing this shitty football?
The shitty football is in the management.
Yes,
and not the players.
I still want to go back. What are the requirements to be a FIFA president?
and where do you apply for that job?
Leave alone application. What do you say?
They actually do apply, but surprisingly, I think the last election over the man was unopposed.
Wow.
Yes, and
Is that even possible?
It is actually. There's a way they do it, and you realize that this is now we are even going in the elections. You'll be surprised. I had already had a rumor that some candidate somewhere, all the people that are trying to oppose, I won't mention the gender, whether he or she, they have been kicked out. Reason they want that person to remain unopposed. You cannot tell me that the entire district there is no one. Now coming to our football, someone is implementing shitty football.
Yes.
Those are his own words.
And then they keep saying they don't have money.
Yes.
Our president.
Yet they receive money from FIFA. And then even they receive money from our country.
Yes, from there's a budget.
There's a budget.
There's a budget for football whereby the football, I mean sports, and football takes the lion's share.
Takes the biggest percentage.
Exactly. So we will need to start asking, are they constructing an arcade? Are they constructing pitches, more pitches? Have you seen any talent development person from FIFA at our stadium here?
Scouting for players here in Namavundu.
No.
Exactly. So
where is our money?
At times I
What is our
feel
money
like
doing?
it's because our country is just too far.
What do you mean by too far?
Now look at countries like Ghana and Senegal. They're just truly close to Europe. So I feel like a flight there is quite easy for scouts. Now for a scout to come to Uganda, the only thing of one thing is safari.
and NL Aucho plays where? What is this other guy, the one who was playing in the winger?
Who? Mato?
No,
Okay.
there's another one with the braids or something. I don't know, but there's another guy. Most of the guys that we had, and there's also a Baton guy. FYI, there's a guy from Baton within Uganda Cranes.
Yes, but I don't think that they were scouted from here. I feel like they were people who are that side as Ugandans, and then they were picked from that side.
So okay, here's the thing, Lorish. I'm going to give you an example. Before we started playing fantasy, did you know Steve existed?
No, we didn't.
How did you get to know about him? He came to a podium where you can see him from.
Yeah.
We need to go to the podium where we are going to be seen from. So you get.
It would take, I feel, the government and Magogo to actually invite scouts. In
No.
NL, a quick one, and is that the reason that's why we don't have retry, no players in Premier League? Is that their intentions? Maybe by the way, we could be here when this whole thing is intended. I mean, even the little tiniest club in 4th division, let me say, we don't have any player there.
I feel like
Forget about that guy from Baton. Probably grew up from, like here, the father or the mother, something like that. We
grew up
mean
from that side.
talent here. We have none.
I think it's because our soccer isn't yet to that stage.
No, it is, but it could be because the president is the former president is deploying his shitty football in action.
I won't
And
say
you know,
that.
for you to go that side, you need an approval from him.
Did you know that?
So do we say that it is? No, let's not go
There's a that Africa Cup where we went into, I think, quarterfinals or something like, was it quarterfinals or something like that? There was a gentleman there, I've forgotten, Olumala, something like that.
Yes.
And they were saying that scouts were scouting him, and they were saying he likes to play like the way Onithiri plays and blah 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 blah. But the amount of money they asked for that guy,
You get.
it was
From
crazy.
here.
I mean, the scout was like, you know what? Stay with your shitty football. We have to leave our shitty football.
they asked for a lot of money. They thought it was going to be
Yeah,
their
exactly.
saving.
Yes. Huh? So you see, you could be, I don't know how they say it in English, kukotogira. How is it
Yes.
said? So you could be here when actually that is what our football here leaders is. That is what they are doing.
So you get. We want to see value for our money. At least let us watch football, even if it is Ugandan football. HD. We want HD. We don't.
We don't. You see, we don't want to go there. I was told there's a Premier League. I don't want to mention here. There's a TV sponsor. Have you looked at their football on TV?
That's what I'm saying. The ball disappears and then it
Comes
reappears on the other. And by the way, so what is the issue? Is it the internet?
No,
the data?
No. We had a chance to be at the pitch ourselves, and it's one of the things I looked at. That I can't blame the equipment. They have state of the art equipment.
State of the equipment. So,
Yeah.
Lorich, now I've bought my own. Let me say I've bought my own internet. Let's have bought internet for 5K. And do you think it is worthy for me to watch my small data while watching that rise? And have you seen how fast MTN and Airtel data moves?
I don't know why you're using rice. There's those days when we were analog. There's that thing called we used to call it a SAMI. That is literally what they are showing us.
Okay. That's enough for Magogo, I think. The game might
But
come.
this has to be continued maybe in the next podcast, because this is a what how they call the journalists call it
Actually,
a story, developing story.
Developing story.
This is a developing story.
we have spoken about it, but then we don't have facts. The next time we come back here, we are going to have facts
Yes.
about the things we tell our followers. They might
In fact,
think
we might even have him on call.
they might think
to
we want
explain to us.
Magogo's job. You want to be the president or the vice president of FUFA. But we are time bad, and to go on to our next agenda, this would be our predictions for the next game week.
All right.
And
Let's hear the teams.
and
So you want to begin from who?
as we see the next game week on Friday, the game week starts on Friday, and we have Bournemouth against Fulham.
Fulham.
Bournemouth.
Really?
Bournemouth.
Fulham.
You know, Fulham just got hammered by Aston Villa, and Aston Villa has been staggering.
But I don't trust Bournemouth.
I'll give to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth has been on form. I also
Yeah.
give to Bournemouth.
Yes, I have a player there.
And then Saturday, Leeds against Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah, that's so obvious. Spurs. And then our favorites on this show, Arsenal against
Arsenal.
West Ham.
You don't even have to say that.
Yeah,
Actually,
Arsenal.
I don't have to ask
Yeah.
whether they are facing West Ham, and I still think West
Arsenal.
Ham is going to get
Arsenal.
relegated.
Stop dreaming.
But
You
then,
see, the problem
another
you
favorite
have,
here.
the problem you have is comparing Arsenal with the Man U.
by the way, Man U,
Arsenal is in a different league.
What do you mean a different
As
league?
Man U shifted from those things whereby they say click here to view more.
no.
yes.
So
Accept cookies.
Yeah,
To read the cookie, not with you cook.
But then Manchester against Sunderland. Sunderland is on form. And
Sunderland.
well, you know, Man United.
there are things we discussed here. Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Of course, you know.
Even if it was QPR.
Now, omwidi agenda kuba sente zammwe. Listen to me this time. Right?
Sunderland is hammering Man U.
And then our favorite game for next game week, Chelsea against Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Chelsea.
Hey.
Chelsea.
Draw, I'll stay.
We shall see.
Chelsea.
Yet
Draw.
to be disclosed.
And then on Sunday we have Aston Villa against Burnley. Do you think Aston Villa is back?
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aston Villa.
And then we have Everton against Crystal Palace.
No.
Crystal Palace just hammered
Crystal
Liverpool.
Palace.
Everton.
Crystal Palace.
I'm also going to have to go with Crystal Palace. And then
Crystal
we
Palace.
have Newcastle against Nottingham Forest.
Newcastle.
This is obvious. I don't know what is happening to Nottingham Forest. And then we have Wolves against Brighton.
Wolves against Brighton. That's a trick one. It looks like
A
a
draw.
draw.
Yeah.
A draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Brentford against our team where our captain, our favorite player in the fantasy, Man City.
Man City.
Of course, Man
And
City.
that is Man City all
Yeah.
the way.
So, I would like us to read out our teams for the next game week.
You
What
want
our plans are.
you want to begin from NL?
NL.
Why do people want to begin from my team?
Because it is you that I'm holding the shirt, and I'm.
If you're afraid, I can comfortably read my game week 6.
Which players are you going to sell and which are you bringing in?
For my game week 6. Yeah, I wanted to sell Richardson, but due to transfer issues, because I have less transfer, I'll keep him. So in my goalie, I will have Pickford. I'll have, of course, Rodon. Actually, my defense is not changing. I'll have Rodon, I'll have Steve, and then Senesi. My defense is not changing. And then I'll look at Mosala. I'll look at Cullen. Then Paqueta will remain Paqueta, Rangers, and of course I'm remaining Joe Pedro and Haaland. And like I said earlier, Richardson is likely to exit, but I might bring in Mukwile. Yes, I might bring in Mukwile for my game week. That is basically my team, and I still am captaining the best captain in the world.
Erling Braut Haaland.
Exactly.
Erling Braut Haaland.
Yes.
NL.
I will have Henderson in my keep. I'll have Gabriel. I'll have Steve. I'll have Munoz.
Then we gave you -2, so you guys are sticking to the guy.
We shall stick to him.
Yeah.
I have J. Murphy, Semenyo, Grealish, Mo Salah, Joao Pedro, and Gyökeres.
Why don't you sell Mo Salah?
No.
You're sticking to Mosala?
Sticking to him.
Why? Why don't you send him out of your team? Man is a flop.
We are sticking to him.
In fact, I would use the word is a disgrace to Liverpool now.
Yes, and for my last player in my forward, I've decided to join the bandwagon, the bus, and buy Erling Haaland.
When you say you decided to join the bandwagon, the bus, which bus are you referring to?
The bus of winners.
He means he's trying to save himself.
He might
from
be
going last.
He might be here telling us the yellow bus. We need to be skeptical of what you're saying.
The Etihad bus. In fact, the Airbus.
the one for Sematimba.
I know, the Etihad Airbus.
You try to join it. And you believe he's going to deliver?
I have hopes he will.
You know, at one time when
we didn't have hopes last week.
When Hassan was playing, you came here running. What happened that time? We did what?
Jumping the gate.
Yes, we almost jumped the gate out.
By the time they opened, the guy was climbing.
If Haaland misses this coming game week, kindly help us and bring back I don't know what strikers you had earlier.
To be tentative.
Bring back Gyökeres.
Yes.
So let me read out my next. I'm going to leave my team as it is because I just used my wild card. I can't just bring in new players like that.
Say you don't have money.
By the way, I always have my money. But this time around I have 0.1 in my bank. But in
money
goal,
will come.
Money is coming.
Yeah.
In goal, it's Pickford. NL has been recommending Gabriel, but I'm going to stick to Timber.
You lost.
And this time round, I'm taking out Mukwile for a Steve. Because for me, as I've told you, Manchester United is going to hammer Sunderland around 3 to 4 goals. And then my other usual, he's a regular in my team, Pedro Polo. And then in my midfield, Cunha, he didn't perform well the first game week, but I'm leaving him. I have hopes for him. Let's see how he performs against Sunderland. And then Semenyo, Reinders, Saka. By the way, I'm the only one who has Saka.
You keep him. It's okay. Keep him.
Saka used to be our regular.
When you lose, you will come to our pros. You will bring in Captain Fantastic.
Okay, and then my forward, again, there's no any other captain. If you're not captaining Haaland, there's something wrong with you, and you should seek mental help. You need to see a shrink.
Yes.
And then I'm going to leave Richardson in my team, see how he performs. And if this guy doesn't perform, out. And then Joao Pedro, guy was performing well at the beginning of the season. I don't know what is happening to him. And my bench, there is Dubravka, Ndiaye, Goodmanson and Mokwili.
And you realize on my team, maybe as the game week progresses, I might likely to change. So our colleagues, my team is not final literally. I mean, I could say it now, but as the game week moves on, I could change I could even drop Haaland. Because NL has Haaland now, I could drop him.
For you don't have to look for one. We shall bring the shrink to you.
So maybe there's the other thing that you forgot to discuss. We will note that within the week we had Champions League also.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
We had Champions League.
Yes, and
we saw Chelsea getting a second red card in a row.
Still in Champions League, they got a red card?
Well, the game was ending. In stoppage time, João Pedro
got a red card.
A red card.
And surprisingly, they have also gotten a red card this game week.
And though, surprisingly, in that game they won. So this is the third consecutive game they're getting red cards.
Is the team starting to bet?
No. What if?
Because remember, there is a player who used to get yellow cards weirdly. Because the brother or something like that, a distant cousin, was betting.
Assured he's going to get a yellow card.
So is Chelsea also trying to do the same?
What if it's a playbook?
To get red card?
Yes.
Do you know how many injuries Chelsea has?
By the way, Liam Diller.
So very many injuries, very many red cards. But anyway, my focus there was Liverpool losing again.
What happened
to a very funny team? Which I think I last heard of. I don't even know how to pronounce that team's name. And you had before the match, the guys had to go to their hotel, make noise like the way we can,
Galatasaray. Even before the game,
yes.
the guys were outside their
maybe,
hotel.
And it also might be something. Maybe that's why our shitty football manager decided to put the Uganda Queens in this other hotel, so that maybe those other fans cannot come and make noise for them.
And then what happened to our players? Were they in those hotels?
I mean, they were not there. But anyway, why is there's something which is coming up with Liverpool? Are they done? Is it a sign that it's high time for them to lose everything?
I think it's
I mean, Champions is to a very funny team, by the way. You get again, Crystal Palace. You've seen what has happened, and clear wins.
Isak blanking everywhere.
No, I think they have now learned their play style and game book, so they are now more prepared.
They had Liverpool.
No,
they are more prepared to do what?
They know how they play. So because they have been winning a lot, so they have now studied them.
They have been winning a lot.
I mean, in the previous season. That's
in the previous season.
So you think they can't change?
Now that is the transition they are in.
Is it high time? Now you've seen. I was looking at a trend earlier, and I'm seeing how the forwards for Liverpool have come in changing. There's only one constant figure in those forwards, and if you're a good mathematician and a statistician, you note that forward who is constant needs to exit.
Ekitike?
Yes, because there was a time when it was Musala, Mane, and then there's forgotten his name. Then that phase Mane left. There was a guy that came in Luis Diaz, and also there is this guy who doesn't score even if it's an empty goal. Yes. So
by the way, that guy is in his own league. He's worse than Jackson. Nunes.
I think that should be a topic for another. So I mean, now when you look at Mo Salah, and then you look at is Ekitike, and there's another guy there, I've forgotten his name, Isak. Yes. There's another guy who also plays on the other side of wing. He's still in the, I mean, and if you notice their games, Salah's wing is off.
Yes.
So is it the right time for the guy to come back to Africa and play the usual football in our usual clubs?
But he's worse in African football.
I don't think so. Also, I
maybe
agree. He could be worse, but we do know. I can't say he is.
He's a very good option.
So ever since this game,
I'm now sensing bias.
No, these are the facts. When they say, ever since this season began, what has the guy done?
His best. That's what I can say. He has done his best.
Which,
Is that his best?
it seems like you don't. You see the problem. You support Arsenal so much. How many games of Liverpool have you watched of recently?
I watched the previous one, but I still feel like no. I don't think that a player can be on season the whole time. All of us here are getting Haaland, but we know there's going to be that time he's going to flop.
There is a reason that's why Palma has an injury.
Yes.
And is still in my team. Potential is a potential.
Yes. For Salah, do you see any potential?
Yes.
Number one, notes that his wing has been literally abandoned.
Yes.
He's doing more of the decoy role now. You get a decoy. You know how a decoy role plays?
Yeah.
It's just a decoy, just to make defenders follow him.
You make runs and create space.
Yes, for others to come and score. Literally, that's what he's doing. The balls no longer goes into his side of the pitch.
So probably that could be why he isn't scoring as much.
That is the sign that is flopping. That is the sign that is no longer the main man for the team.
No, it means just a change of.
If we're a Champions League, we was benched.
He's no longer
how many times we are that man being benched? He was benched. And let me tell you one thing. When he came onto the pitch, how many times did he touch on the ball?
Nothing. He did nothing. Completely nothing. They lost that game fair and square.
I think he has issues with the
With the coach?
No, with the Hajat.
the wife is also Muslim.
It has to be. I'm not sure.
I think she is.
But you see, with the one thing that I don't understand with you guys, Muslims, we are not supposed to see their bodies.
Yes.
That man removes his shirt
During celebrations.
several times. So again, that's why I'm telling you, the man has a lot of maybe issues happening in the background. Maybe it's not there's what happened to the other girlfriend, that the girlfriend checked him. Rashford. And his mind is not what.
And he wasn't set.
Maybe that is what is happening. So again, should we take it that the man has flopped?
Salah, keep or sell?
Keep. You wouldn't want not to have Salah and he's back on form.
No, let me tell you one thing. It's not that I want to keep Salah in my team. That one I'm doing it to touch the mesa. Fena to fire.
If he blanks,
because I know you all of you guys in your team, there is Salah there. So if I don't have him, and for some reason he scores a hat trick, problems for me.
Big problem.
Rear view. We start seeing you from the rear view.
So you see, that's why I'm saying is that I need to have him. I need to have him here. And the other thing is Tottenham Hotspur. How did they perform Champions League?
I think, did they win?
I think it is Tottenham Hotspur and which other team within the EPL? Chelsea won. Chelsea won, right?
Yes, Chelsea defeated Benfica.
Man City won. Man City drew.
Yes.
Yes, Man City drew. And again,
Haaland scoring two goals.
2 goals were scored by Captain Fantastic now, Haaland.
Hey.
What happened to Mbappe?
Him, yeah.
Also,
Arsenal won 2-0.
Standard.
Of course, you don't have to tell us the result for Arsenal. We know it win. It won, yes. That one we know. Once you go to Arsenal, just skip. Unless when you have a reaction to it, then maybe that's when it will come and advise you accordingly.
For me, I've noted it somewhere. And we shall be here again for another episode. And people will be swallowing their words. And everyone, I think that is it for this game week. And for my closing remarks, I'll always tell you, and I keep telling you, be bold. Be like Postecoglou. Go for money. Be like Umagogo. Look for greener pastures. But again, I think if you're struggling in your team right now, if you don't have Haaland, I suggest you use your wild card.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate. I think around the corner when Africa Cup starts, I think we'll be given another chance.
Yes, we'll be given. I think each will be given full of the free transfers, and that is 5.
Because my understanding is that Premier League won't stop.
Yes.
Other leagues won't stop. They will continue as the African guys are.
How many
we're doing our thing.
game weeks are those ahead?
Like 2 months now.
I think like 1.5.
It's when are the games beginning?
I think
In November.
Yeah, in November.
Oh yeah, that's close.
I haven't yet found a good reason to use my first wild card, but I hope one happens.
Don't you want to buy Palma?
I sold him. He's on bench. No, sorry, he has an injury. I sold him.
Palma injury, injury is not supposed to leave your team. It's Palma.
Maybe that's when I'll bring
it's
in the
called
card.
Palma. Injury, no injury. Has to be bench. That man might play.
Because the same thing I told you last week. To buy Haaland, you refused. Now for me this game week, I came in with a drum roll.
Yeah, and the other player that I want to buy is Semenyo. I've not yet gotten the right figures or the right numbers. My defenders, the ones that I want to take out, are cheaper, and I have less transfers. So, but if I get a chance, Semenyo is coming in my team.
You all have a chance, and it's the wild card.
Not really. Like Enel said, we've not yet found a chance
I've
to use our
already
wild
found the
card.
chance. It makes no sense to use a wild card because you want to use 1 or 2
The players, to bring in 1 or 2 players. Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense.
NL, any closing remarks?
Be happy and buy Haaland.
JW?
Yeah, well, usually we say happiness is free. There is no value attached to happiness. Just go do what you feel like makes you happy. This is the reason that's why we are doing this podcast. And at the same time, we are playing fantasy, not all fantasy, but just specific fantasy. And at the same time, we're just here to air out our views, and hopefully you can use them, or you may not use them. It's entirely depending on you or dependent on you. And should you use our results, so our discussion here, to whether to bet or what, you're entirely on your own. That's the part we tell you that we chose to be happy. That's why we are doing this fantasy or this podcast. Such that maybe other team members can lie. I know in this episode we've not looked at any tech component, but that is going to be our number 1 item on our upcoming episode for podcast. That is probably this coming week on Sunday. We'll be back in studio and we roll as we usually roll out.
Okay.
Peace.
Okay. Tomorrow is Monday. Have a good night. Peace out.
Peace out.